Hi everyone, I'm back, and today I'm going to show you all how to make chicken teriyaki. Here's what you will need. You will need chicken thighs. Today I'm going to use chicken thighs. When I make chicken teriyaki, I love to use chicken thighs. Now, honestly, feel free to use whatever part of the chicken that you would like to use for this dish. What I've done with my chicken is I've taken the skin off, I've taken the bone out, and I've washed my chicken with lime, salt, and cold water. You will need sazon. And a lot of you ask me, what type of sazon? This is the sazon that I like to use. It comes in the orange packet here. Okay, let me show you the box. This is the only sazon that I ever use. I think it's awesome. And so the others, I honestly haven't tried the others, okay? You will need brown sugar. We might use cornstarch. We'll just see towards the end of the cooking process. You'll need parsley flakes, garlic powder. You will need fresh ginger or ground ginger. I'm using ground ginger today. You will need cracked black peppercorns, sesame oil, soy sauce, sea salt. You will need green onions, and I've made some white rice over here on the side. Now, you also will need sesame seeds. I was able to find a very small bag of sesame seeds. All right, so then, the first thing that you will need 2 pans. I have one pan here that I'm going to cook my chicken in. And that pan over there to the left, we're going to use that pan to heat up our beautiful teriyaki sauce that I'm going to show you all how to make. You also will need one more ingredient, and that ingredient is flour, because once we season up our chicken, we're going to flour it as well so we can get a nice beautiful crust on it. Let's go ahead and start seasoning up our beautiful meat. Okay? So what I like to use is I like to go in, and I have this on the bottom side. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder on it first. And make sure you take your chicken out of the refrigerator at least 15 minutes ahead of time, so you can take some of that chill off. And that way you'll have a nice, juicy, tender chicken thigh. If you take it right out of the refrigerator, and I know I've said it a lot, those of you that watch my channel, if you take it right out of the refrigerator and put it right into that hot pan, you're going to have a tough chicken and it won't be tender. Take it out ahead of time so we can get some of that chill off. All right, I'm going in with cracked black pepper, and what we're going to do today is we're going to season both sides. I know there's some times that I don't season both sides, but when you're making chicken teriyaki, you want this chicken to be nice and flavorful. You hear me? Oh, absolutely. Cracked black pepper, just like so. We're going to go in with some sea salt, okay? And be very gentle with the sea salt. You don't need a lot. Okay, just a very little bit is all you're going to need. All right? Be careful with that sea salt, just like so. We're going to use a little bit of ground ginger. Okay? Be careful with the ground ginger, because we're going to use this ground ginger as well in our sauce. I'm only going to sprinkle the ginger on one side of our chicken, okay? And that's the underneath side. Okay, this ginger is very strong, and you don't want to use too much. See how we just have just a little bit? Just a little is all you need. And we're going to let these spices soak down into our beautiful meats. Okay? You're going to let these spices soak nice and down into these meats before we cook our meat. Give a chance for those spices to get down in there. This is a sazon, and I like to sprinkle it on just like so. Just a nice even layer of the sazon, and we're going to sprinkle sazon on the top also. Sazon will give it a beautiful color, and also gives such a beautiful flavor. You all that watch my channel, you're used to me using sazon. Anytime I get a chance to use it, I do. I absolutely love sazon. I use it in rice. I use it in soups and stews and just about anything that I can put it in. So now I'm going to go in with a fork. I'm using a fork so that I don't have to rewash my hands again, okay? So I am turning them over to the top side. I hope you all are having a great Monday today. I hope you all had a great weekend as well. Let's get these turned over and we're going to season the other side. Now in my pan that we're going to fry these pieces of chicken thigh in, we are going to put some vegetable oil, but it's only a little bit of vegetable oil. Let me show you. See, I have just a little bit, just enough to get those thighs nice and fried up. All right. That chicken thigh that just fell, it fell on my counter. Okay. Just like this. Get you some cracked black peppercorn on there. Just like so. Oh yeah, baby. I'm so excited for this recipe. You hear me? Earlier I did a recipe for, what did I do? Oh, I did the sausage gravy and biscuits. And boy, was it good. You hear me? My goodness, was it good. Let's go in. That's cracked black pepper. Let's go in with our garlic powder as well. Put that on there just like so. All right. We're going to put a little bit sea salt. Just a little bit, guys. All right. Just like that, baby. If you wanted to keep the skin on, you can. But I don't prefer that. It's really up to your discretion. Now, we're going to go in with sazon. Once again, if I don't have enough, and I don't, we're going to go ahead and open this pack. Okay, I'm just opening this packet, and I'm going to turn my pan on to a medium-high heat. I've turned it on low for now, just to start to warm up. I want to soak these spices into this meat for about 7 to 10 minutes before this goes into the pan. Okay, just like this. Beautiful. And you know what, honestly, I was sitting here thinking that I wanted to dredge our chicken with the flour. I think I'm just going to keep it just like this, guys. I'm not going to dredge this chicken with flour. We don't need the carbs. So we're going to do it this way. Okay? We're just going to sear it up this way, and we're going to put this chicken in that beautiful teriyaki sauce, and oh my word, you hear me? Hey, we're going to have some good eating tonight. I'm leaving the flour off. If you wanted to coat this in flour, you definitely can. Okay? I'm just going to leave it out tonight. All right? So, I'm going to give this, I'm going to push the parsley in. The reason why I'm pushing the parsley in, so it doesn't fall off in the pan and it stays on the chicken and keeps our chicken nice and beautiful. Okay? 7 to 10 minutes, I'm going to let this marinate. I'll come back and we'll start to fry our beautiful chicken thighs. Be back, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm starting to heat my pan up. I want for my pan to get nice and hot before we put our seasoned chicken thighs in. All right, and the temperature that we're going to cook our chicken thighs on would be a medium-high heat. You don't want to turn it on high because it'll cook too fast. And you don't want to turn it on low because it'll steam. Medium-high will give you the perfect, nice and golden brown color that we're looking for. Now, there's one thing that I wanted to tell you all. If you wanted to cut your chicken, you definitely can. You can cut your chicken into cubes for chicken teriyaki. You can cut it into slices, or you can leave it whole. Whatever floats your boat. So what I'm going to do, this is what I always like to do when I make mine. I cook my chicken thighs whole. And then, when I take them out, I let my chicken thighs rest for a few minutes, and then I like to slice them into nice slices after I cook them. Okay, but feel free to slice them before you cook them. It's really up to your discretion. Okay, everybody, my oil is nice and hot. Let's go ahead and start putting our chicken thighs in top side first. Okay, you want to get that nice golden brown color. And you're going to see that beautiful sizzle that we're starting to see here. That's what you're going to want to see when you put your chicken in the pan. Okay, so let's continue to put the rest of our beautiful chicken thighs in as well. Make sure that you don't overcrowd your pan, because if you overcrowd your pan, what will happen is your chicken will steam. All right? So put enough in there, but don't overcrowd it. Oh, just like so. All right, like I said, make sure your oil is nice and hot. If it's not hot, what will happen is you'll have oily chicken, and we don't want that. All right, when it's nice and hot, it turns out just perfect. You hear me? You're gonna get a nice, beautiful golden brown color. And when you use the sazon's gonna give you such a beautiful color. Oh, yes, it will. I love using this big pot when I make chicken thighs. It lets me do a nice amount at once. Yes, it does. Without overcrowding the pan. So I have these. All right. Oh, boy, and it smells so good right now. So all I have right here is just 2 more thighs that we'll be able to do after the others come out. We're just looking for that golden brown color, and this won't take hardly any time at all. Maybe 7 to 8 minutes on each side. But what you'll start to see, I'm trying to focus my camera, everybody. Sorry about this. What you'll start to see is a beautiful golden brown color starting to form towards the bottom. And once you see that, that indicates that it's time to turn your beautiful chicken thighs. Okay, everybody, let's take a quick peek in at our beautiful chicken thighs, and they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. I don't see the golden brown color at the bottom, so we're not ready to turn them yet. What we're going to do, I've washed off some green onions, or you can call them scallions. I like to cut the ends off. Okay, we're going to use some of these green onions in our beautiful sauce, and then we're going to use some for a garnish. Okay, when you're cutting green onions, always cut them thin. Take your time, cut them thin as you can. All right, we're going to use some of those whites, and the whites will be for the sauce. All right, and then we're going to go in. I cut that piece off, okay? And then we're going to go in with the green part, and the green part will be for garnish. All right, just cut as much as you'd like to have. And then remember, we have sesame seeds. You always want to put some sesame seeds either on top of your dish, or you can put the sesame seeds in your sauce. I'll just decide as I go. All right, I believe that's enough garnish. And then I have these here that I'll put in a Ziploc bag for another meal. All right, let's check on our chicken. Beautiful, it's doing just fine. Okay, let's peek in at one of them and see what we have. See that? Beautiful golden brown color, but they're not ready. Okay, we're just gonna let them be. Just let them be. And the good thing about if you decide to use chicken thighs, you don't have to worry about these chicken thighs getting overcooked, because chicken thighs, they always stay nice and tender. And especially if you let these chicken thighs sit out for some time to take the chill off before we cook them, you're going to have some really beautiful tender chicken thighs. Okay, everybody, I can start to see that nice, beautiful golden brown color around the edges, so that indicates that it's time to turn them. Let's go ahead and turn them, and look at that color. That's the color that you want to see on them. And that's why I love to use the sazon. The sazon always make sure that I have a nice, beautiful color when I make chicken thighs. Look at this. You could impress anybody with these chicken thighs. Hey, here's the thing. You could eat these chicken thighs this way. You can. Absolutely you can. You can take these chicken thighs, you can cool them down and put them in a nice salad. Absolutely you can. Okay? Possibilities are endless when you do this chicken thigh this way with the sazon, cool them down, slice these bad boys up, put them in a salad. Make a chicken sandwich out of it. Absolutely you can. And so we're going to get the other side nice and golden brown as well. And then I'll show you, as soon as I take these out of the pan, next I'll show you how to make this very simple, easy teriyaki sauce. Okay, everybody, here's what I want you to do. Look at this beautiful chicken. Who wouldn't want to eat this beautiful chicken thigh? Now, last time I did a chicken thigh video, you all went crazy over my honey garlic glazed chicken thighs. And if you haven't seen that video, I want you all to check it out. Check it out today and let me know what you think about that video. So, what we're going to do, you're going to cook these on 7 to 8 minutes on each side. Look how nice and beautiful. And it's completely done. Okay? So we're going to take that out. Alright? We're going to let them rest. I'm going to take the ones that are done right now. Take them out and let them rest. After they rest, we want them to rest for at least 7 to 10 minutes. Because if you go in and you think you're going to cut them right now, what's going to happen is all of the juice is going to come out and you won't have a nice juicy chicken thigh. We want that juice to remain in there, and how we're going to achieve that is by letting this rest. Look at this. I want to give you a close-up. Look at that. That's the bottom. Here's the top. Nice and beautiful. And very simple. All you all need to do is follow these instructions, and you too can have beautiful chicken thighs this way. But just wait. Oh, baby. Just wait until we put that teriyaki sauce on here. My goodness. Ooh, you want to make some heads turn tonight? Make this. Then let me know what happens. Okay, everybody, while our chicken starts to rest, before we slice it, let's just set it aside. Let me show you all how to make our beautiful teriyaki sauce. All right, so we have our green onions. That green onion is going to give you a beautiful flavor. If you don't like green onions, hey, don't use it. No problem there, okay? So, there was one ingredient that I forgot to tell you. And that ingredient is the rice wine vinegar. You're going to need rice wine vinegar. If you don't have rice wine vinegar, just use some apple cider vinegar, all right? So, we're going to put some brown sugar in, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eyeball my sauce, all right? And then, in the description below, I'm going to put the ingredients and how much you'll need to make the sauce, all right? So, put you some brown sugar in, just like so. Okay, let me get a whisk. Okay, we have brown sugar and green onions. Put you some rice wine vinegar in. All right. We're going to use some garlic powder. If you don't want to use garlic powder, feel free to use 1 whole clove of fresh garlic sliced. We're going to use ground ginger. If you don't want to use it ground, take you a couple slices of fresh ginger and use that. Be very careful with your ginger. You don't want to use too much. Okay, let me see. I'll use my finger. Beautiful. We're going to use some cracked black pepper as well. Oh yeah. And what the cornstarch is for, the cornstarch is if I feel like my sauce is not, if at any point I feel like my sauce, hold on guys, let me turn my light on. If at any point I feel like my sauce is not thick enough, I'll go ahead and use a little bit of cornstarch, but we'll just see. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring our sauce to a boil. And then once we bring our sauce to a boil, I'm putting some sesame oil in there. Don't put too much, guys. Just a drizzle is all you need. We're going to bring our sauce to a boil, and then we're going to reduce our sauce. And once we start to reduce it, some of the sauce will evaporate and it'll start to thicken up on its own. Like I said, if I feel like it's not thick enough, I'll make a quick cornstarch slurry with cornstarch and a little tiny bit of water, and we'll put that in there, and hey, we'll have a nice thick teriyaki sauce. All right, and this is soy sauce. Put you some in there, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I need to take this off because if I don't, I'll be shaking for days. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a taste and see if I'm happy with the taste that we have. Oh, look at this, baby. You hear me? Oh, yeah. This right here is some flavor right here if you never had flavor before. Woo! All right, so I'm going to take a spoon, and you want to make sure that you stir that sugar up well. Stir this until your sugar dissolves. You won't be able to hear the sugar anymore. That's when you know that your sugar is completely dissolved. Okay, I'm going to give this a taste. Look how beautiful that is already. Oh. Oh. Ooh, that tastes amazing. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put a little bit more rice vinegar in, just because. All right, this right here is our sauce. I'm going to put the sauce in the pan and bring it up to a boil. Okay, everyone, I'm just waiting on our sauce to come to a nice boil so I can turn it down and it can start to reduce down. And like I said, this will thicken up once it starts to reduce down. Our chicken has sat long enough. We're going to go ahead and slice our beautiful chicken up. Slice your chicken up however you want it sliced up. If you want it into cubes, hey, use cubes. All right? If you want slices, use slices. All right? Watch this. And cut a few of these for you. Oh my goodness. This is the most beautiful chicken thigh ever. And it's going to taste so good in that sauce. Ooh-wee. I find when I slice the chicken thigh, it makes more. Like you have more for your family. It stretches more. Okay? And so that's why I like to stretch it. Now I've made it where we just use the whole chicken thigh and set it down in the sauce. You can do that. Guys, I have to taste this. Oh, holy. Man, that's good. You hear me? Holy. It tastes so good. I just can't resist another piece. Oh, I gotta taste that. Okay, I'm gonna cut this slice right here, and then I'll put the video on pause. I'll cut the other pieces, and then we'll take a peek in at our beautiful sauce. Guys, I have to taste this too. I can't help myself. I can't. Look at that. Our sauce is starting to come to a very gentle boil. Okay, everyone, our sauce is coming to a beautiful boil, and now I'm going to turn it down so it can start to reduce. All right, so it'll start to reduce in volume and get nice and thick. Like I said, if it doesn't get thick on me, hey, I want to use some of this cornstarch. Okay, everybody, I don't feel like my sauce has reduced down enough and got thick as I want it. I'm going to use a little bit of cornstarch. Look at this, guys. Just a little tiny bit, okay? And watch this. I'm going to put just a little bit. And when I tell you all just a little bit, just that much water in there, okay? You mix that up just like so. But you mix it up well until you can't feel any more dry cornstarch, all right? Keep mixing it, Mama. Just like this. And then your sauce will literally thicken up right before your eyes. Do you hear me? Oh, absolutely it will. Okay? And then we're going to put our chicken in there. And you have chicken teriyaki. If you never had this before, you're missing something. You are missing something. Turn your sauce down on low. Put you some sesame seeds in there. Oh yeah, and then we'll put some sesame seeds in on top for garnish. Okay, here's your sauce, and it's nice and beautiful. It's nice and thick. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to scrape our beautiful chicken that we have right on into your teriyaki sauce. You can feed a family of 6 with this meal. And you all seen how small my chicken thighs were and how many I had in the beginning of the video. But when you slice them, you make more, right? Put that in there just like that, baby. Oh yeah. Hey, listen here. When I came to make chicken teriyaki, I didn't come to play with them. You hear me? Ooh-wee. I'm so serious in this kitchen. I love sharing my recipes with you all in hopes that you all will make the recipes and let me know how you liked it. Look at this, guys. Hey, listen here. If you enjoyed this video, hey, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And make sure you click on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload one of these awesome recipes. Absolutely. Look at this. Is this beautiful or what? And let me show you just how thick the sauce is. Look how beautiful. My word. You see that? Nice and thick and beautiful. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Guys. Hoo-wee. What I'm going to do is I just want to reheat the chicken back up because the chicken has cooled down and our chicken teriyaki is done. We're going to make a nice plate with rice at the bottom, chicken teriyaki right on top, and you throw some of those green onions on top. Be back, everyone. Okay, everybody, our chicken is nice and heated back up. Sauce is nice and thick. This right here is Chicken Teriyaki 101. My goodness. Let's plate this up. I have a beautiful platter over here. Okay, everybody, I've made my plate. All right, let's go in with some sesame seeds. These are toasted sesame seeds. Put you some on there just because it's pretty. If you're that person that doesn't like sesame seeds, hey, you don't have to put them on there. Okay, and it's still going to be good. It might not be as pretty, but it's still going to be good. Trust me. All right, I'm going to make a plate, and I'll be right back. Now, let me show you something. I have my sauce here. I'm going to put that sauce in a measuring cup, and then so we can pour it right over top of our beautiful chicken. Okay, everybody, let's give this a try. Now, I'm not going to make a plate because I have some family members that I'm going to be sharing this with. I'm going to go in and taste one piece. I'm going to let you all taste this. And see, I put my sauce, my beautiful sauce, in just a little pitcher. Look at this, guys. I'm just going to pour a little bit because I want them to have some. Look at that. My word. Did you see that? Oh, but not before we say our prayer. God bless this meal. Thank you, Jesus, for feeding us a meal today. All your blessings taking care of us and keeping us safe. Send your angels down to surround us day and night, and your Holy Spirit to help us make good decisions. Give us peace over our mind. Let the devil know, Jesus, that the devil has no authority over this household. Devil, you have no authority over my YouTube channel. Devil, you have no authority over my family. Devil, you are bound away from my family in Jesus Christ's name. Lord, I love you, And I thank you for all your blessings. I thank you for the food that we receive, the love that you give us, and the roof over our head. Once again, we say amen. Let's dig in. Of course, I'm going to let you all have the first bite. I have to share with you guys. I love you guys. All right, let's go in right here. This one here looks delectable. Look at this, guys. My goodness. And I know you want some rice to go with it. Okay. Taste that bite right there. Hey, listen here. You don't have to go out to Chinese takeout for chicken teriyaki. Hey, try Gina Young's recipe. Absolutely. Give this a bite, guys, and then I gotta get out of here. Taste that right there. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. That's it, guys. And as always, God bless each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Good night.